Season 4, episodes 1 and 2. The first one is titled The Most Atlanta, and the second one is titled The Homiest Little Horse. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? I go by the name of the Black Abstract. Welcome to my channel. We got to talk about it. Atlanta is finally back. I know what you're thinking. Like, it just went off. For whatever reason, I don't know if they filmed these back to back. I'm guessing they did. They are back with a fourth and final season, and I will say, I was pleasantly delighted upon watching these two episodes. I said, this is back. This is what the people wanted, and I feel like this is going to be like fan service this season. We get the whole crew in here doing wanky things. Everybody's in their comfort zone, or just not even in comfort zone, just in their zone of what they do. Darius is as clueless as ever what's going on. Al is, in his head as usual. Ern is, figuring things out, and Van and him are just doing it together like how they should be. Let's talk about both of these episodes. Episode 1 is a mixture, kind of a melting pot for all of the players and cast members that we love. We see Ern and Van go to Atlanta Station. And they're trapped in kind of like a paradox where they keep seeing each other exes or people that they've been with. So they have to figure out a way out this paradox. And later on, we see that it comes to a head where they all kind of meet up with the rest of the cast members. We see that Darius is trying to return a turkey fryer while they're looting a store. So I'm guessing this takes time. There's something that must have happened. And the guy's like, dude, do you see what's going on around you? And he was like, oh, yeah, well, I don't have my receipt. Can I still return this? And he's like, he's getting the money out, and he just decides to bail on Darius, which was hilarious. As we're leaving out, we see that he has a standoff with a handicapped lady at Target. And if you don't know, this is based on a true incident that happened. I think it was Target Jennifer, the lady's name is. You can look this up, where she was blocking looters from happening in Minneapolis for taking stuff. She was the same thing. She got hit with the fire extinguisher. She had a knife. She was just out of it. Obviously, they played on a little bit more where she was hunting Darius down the whole episode, which I thought was hilarious, man. We see Ern has a he's inspired by this rapper named Blue Blood, and he listens to his lyrics, and he did figure out that it's a scavenger hunt, which ultimately leads to his funeral, the Blue Blood's funeral. So I thought that was pretty dope. And then at the end, we all see they all kind of met up. One of Ern's ex follows, and we find out she's been in the paradox since 2016. And we see that wheelchair Jennifer possibly got her at the end. I thought this was a great introduction to season 4. A great episode. It was classic Atlanta, and I'm glad to see them back in the city. And kudos to this. So I rate everything with mics. This first episode, I'm gonna give this 4.5 out of 5 mics. I thought it was damn near flawless. The next episode we get is a little more season. It was almost thought of as kind of season 3-ish, because a lot of the season 3 episodes were one-offs where they had just our core characters weren't in there at all, so they had like these one-offs, and I thought it was getting like that when we saw the inclusion of the white lady. But we know the Atlanta's all connected, so we learned that we learned some things about Ern that we didn't know prior. We knew that he left college for whatever reason in the first season, but we never had a backstory to exactly what happened. So we find out that Ern is in therapy, and upon going to these therapy sessions, we actually are digging deep into this character, Paul's, and learning his backstory and what he should do and shouldn't do, or how it should be done, and things that trigger him, and what makes him tick. And one of the revelations we learned that Ern was touched as a kid. and he has kind of not control issues, but he doesn't like to feel helplessness. So that kinds of show why he always has to be in kind of control of something, because he doesn't want to feel helpless. We also learned the reason he got kicked out of college is because he had a job interview, and he bought a suit, a fly ass suit from top to bottom, borrowed money, and this girl he invites him to a party. His girlfriend at the time, which is not his girlfriend, but a friend that was his girl, who happened to be white, tells him, listen, you can hold the suit in my room. That way you don't have to go all the way back to your dorm. You can just pick the suit up. So he winds up texting the girl a couple hours prior, like, yo, I need to get the suit, blah, 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 because he really needs his job, because he needs to make some money while he's in school. And the girl winds up texting him, not around right now, sorry, and just leaves it at that. He happens to have the master key to the dorm rooms because I don't know how he got this honor. I guess just because he was a good student, or I don't know. I forget how he got it. And he winds up going inside the girl's room and taking his suit. And she winds up going to tell the dean that he went in the room and stole, and they made it seem like he was everything but the R word, but the words and the terms they were using, they made him feel like he was a criminal, and he got expelled for college, and he doesn't know why the girl did this, but it plays into why he did this petty thing to this lady that worked at the airport who gave him a hard time. And we learned that Earn now has some power, and he has some money, and he's going to get his respect regardless if you give it to him or not. He's going to do it. So we learned a story about what happened at the airport, and we learned that his school wants him to come talk. They're going to give him an honorary diploma, or not diploma, but an honorary degree. And at first he didn't want to do it, but he winds up going to do it anyway, or he decides to do it. And he says, listen, I could take my daughter to Sesame Land there. That's the real reason, blah, blah, blah. And he can't find his license, so he takes his passport. And this lady at the TSA lady winds up giving him a hard time, white lady, about his passport pages. She said they're kind of worn, and she doesn't want to let him through. And the therapist is like, on a domestic flight? And he's like, exactly, on a domestic flight. So, long story short, they wind up going to a black lady. She winds up getting him through. And then the white lady reported it to the other TSA, and they gave him a hard time. He wound up getting on the flight, I think, and wound up meeting the obligation, but they never got their luggage back. So we learn, as the same time this is going on, we're watching the story of a white lady who gets an email about a book offer. She goes to meet, and we see that I believe his name is Tracy, is working at this office. Now, if y'all remember him from season 2, when him and Earn got into the fight, y'all should check him out, or check that season out. He's funny as hell when he beat Earn up. He's like, damn, nigga. Like, he was funny as hell. And then we learned that she is she gets the job, and she winds up he tells her to go to the library to read a book to some kids to kind of get feel for, some kind of reaction for the book. And then it doesn't wind up going as planned. The kids wind up making fun of her. And then we learn later on that Ernest set all this up. So he's like petty as hell. So he winds up setting all this up, and that this is all like a hoax. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy that this happened. So he I was like, yo, this dude petty as hell. Like, why would you do this? You know what I'm saying? But he paid all these people to do this shit, and it's kind of crazy that he would do something like this. But hey, when you got money, and that's what Darius said to him. He said, yo, I don't know if you're like petty, or if you're just like what else he said? He said, I don't know if you're petty, or if you're just like something wrong with you. Some shit he said like that, and he's like, I need to go back to therapy. Because we watched at the last therapy, he's like, yo, I think I'm good. I'm going to kind of just try to put this shit together. And this dude has the whole fucking harebrained scheme to just make this lady pay and ruin her life. He got her playing on the screen. People was filming her, and yeah. And then we learned that Earn is moving to LA because he got a job offer. So I guess that's where the season is taking us. Now listen, mind you, they said this was Atlanta, the final season. The show could be called LA or switch to something. So wait, just think about that. This could be the final season of Atlanta, but it possibly could be a new season called Los Angeles or something like that. And maybe, you know, our characters move to Los Angeles, or maybe we follow Earn around and he starts dealing with a bunch of different artists. We don't know. We'll figure it out though, but that would be dope. Anyway, I thought this episode was excellent as well. I thought this was like true Atlanta, the Atlanta we love. This is it. And they do this effortlessly now. So I think that's why in season 3 they were trying to do something a little more challenging and a little more different. I did like season 3, but there were a couple of threads that I just felt weren't tied at the end, and they just kind of left those open. You know, like with the socks and the phone. What did those, you know, certain things we didn't really find out why they were done or what they meant, because they would just go to a completely different episode last season. But I'm glad they're getting back to their roots and they found their grounding. Post your comments below. For the second episode, I'll probably get at a 4.5 as well out of 5. Post your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. As always, peace, love, prosperity. I go by the name of the Black Abstract. Come on.